Hi, you guys. I just did another Facebook Live like 10 minutes ago. I have no idea what went wrong. Well, I know what happened, but I don't know how it happened. So I deleted that one. But I wanted to tell you what happened a couple weeks ago. It was exactly 2 weeks ago. And our high school, Greenfield Central, was having their homecoming weekend, homecoming parade and game on Friday. And Tiffany came home to transfer the homecoming queen crown to the new homecoming queen. And we realized it was almost time for the parade to start, so we rushed over to our favorite little street that the parade would go down and found a shady little spot and some grass under a beautiful maple tree. And we thought we were just going to be there all by ourselves to watch the parade go by. But another family with a husband and wife and some daughters, they were probably in 5th, 6th, 7th grade, I would say, they walked up too. And they were saying that they should have brought bags for the candy that would be thrown out at the parade. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, if somebody throws out a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop, it's mine. I'm on it. It was kind of embarrassing. Kind of a childish statement. Now, I know that you know that I love Dr. Pepper. And I know that you know that I love popcorn. I mean, basically, popcorn's a vegetable, right? So there's that food group. And I've heard that Dr. Pepper was originally invented as a medicine. So there's that. It's healthy, right? But a lot of people don't realize that I love raspberry Tootsie Roll Pops. Now, honestly, I don't know the last time I actually ate a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop because, honestly, I'm not a candy chaser. Like Tootsie Roll Pops. I mean, not Pops, because that's this, but a Tootsie Roll, like that hard stick of chocolate that when you bite into it, it sticks to your teeth and then to the roof of your mouth and the back of your teeth. And I could probably go the rest of my life and never eat a Tootsie Roll Pop. Well, I mean, if I was hungry and that's all there was, I would definitely eat it, but it's just not something that is my first choice. And you know what? It seems like when I was a kid, there was this commercial or slogan or something like, how many licks does it take to get to the middle of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Like, was that a thing? And for me, honestly, it's not about how many licks. It's all about the crunch. Like, you just crunch. And the way that raspberry hard candy mixes with the chocolate taste. Oh, it's just good. And here's the thing. These are rare. I mean, I'll give you a challenge. When you're buying Halloween candy, you buy a bag of Tootsie Roll Pops and just see how many of these are in the bag. There might be one or two. They're rare. They're rare. They're a gourmet Tootsie Roll Pop. Just give me that. Now, back to the candy at the parade. I mean, I could care less about the candy. If somebody dropped an Almond Joy at my feet, though, I mean, who could pass up an Almond Joy? Those really do bring some joy, I'm telling you. But there we stood, and it was so fun because we knew a lot of people in the parade, and the parents were driving their pickups all clean and pulling the flatbed trailers with the football boys and the cheerleaders, and the pom girls, they were dancing down the street. They weren't on a flatbed trailer, obviously, but you know, it was just fun. And then like the high school boys driving their big John Deeres down the road, and their girlfriend up there in the cab with them, and the wheels, those huge wheels, just reeked of Hog Farm. I mean, you could still smell it on the wheels when they went by. It was amazing. So there we stood, and some of the kids would throw candy off the float. Some of the kids would run across the street and throw candy at our feet. We got a lot of candy. A lot of candy. And like I said, I'm not a candy chaser. It didn't matter to me. It's fun. It's just fun to watch. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this middle-aged man came running toward me. He had a full head of salt and pepper gray black hair, whatever that means. And let's see, he had a full beard. It was neatly trimmed, and he had, to me it seems like it was gold wire rim glasses, kind of like the aviator style. That's the way I remember it. But it caught me so off guard that he was just running across the street, and he was almost to the curb when I became aware of him, and he was running straight toward me with this raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop and a chocolate one, a chocolate Tootsie Roll Pop. And Philip was standing right there beside me, just a little ahead of me, and he laughed and said, "Well, would you look at that?" And the guy didn't pay one bit of attention to Philip or Tiffany or the other family. He ran straight to me, grinning from ear to ear, holding both these Tootsie Roll Pops, two Tootsie Roll Pops, and he held them 12 inches in front of my face. He didn't say anything. He didn't say, "Here, these are for you," or anything. He just held it up. And I took it. And I was aghast, in amazement. And I didn't see where he came from. No other adults were running across the street throwing out candy. It was just the student. And I don't know where he went. Because we were, all of us, the family of 4 that we didn't know, and Tiffany and Philip and I were just like, "Can you believe that just happened? Like, what just happened?" Well, obviously this happened. So we finished the parade, and we were picking up the candy and piling it into a lawn chair that the family had, and there was a lot, and I put the chocolate one there. I kept this one. I kept it, and I haven't eaten it. But it was a really fun experience to have happen on that day. You know, the parade going by, the sun was perfect, the weather was perfect. What could be wrong in this world on such a perfect day, right? And then he runs up with this. And as the other man picked up candy, he said, "Well, you've got your raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop. Somebody heard that." And I said, "Yep, somebody heard me." And like I said before, we were so caught off guard by what happened. But the more I think about this over the last 2 weeks that we've had, I cannot get away from the fact that I said out loud, if somebody throws a Tootsie Roll Pop at my feet out here a raspberry Tootsie Roll Pop, it's mine. I'm all about it. I could have thought that thought in my brain. Why did I say such a crazy thing out loud? Nobody cares that I like raspberry Tootsie Roll Pops. I don't even make a big deal about it. I haven't eaten one in years. Some people can say that's coincidental. Honestly, I don't really know how to process all my feelings about this right now. I've thought about it a lot, and I have big feelings about it. But I really can't explain what all they are. I hope if somebody knows the man that was handing out the Tootsie Roll Pops, that they'll tell him the story. And what if he was an angel? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that as I think about this, there are little tiny things in life. When we're going through life, just our ordinary, everyday life, that little tiny things come along and make the day extraordinary. I look for extraordinary moments. Do you? Sometimes we're seeking the big things in life. The trips to Hawaii, that's fine. The big bonus payouts on our commission checks, that's fine. But what about the little everyday moments, the unexpected joys? Look for them. They're there. And if you know the guy handing out the Tootsie Roll Pops, tell him the story.